Okay, this has probably gotten officially stupid now, but I don't really care because I'm cooking dinner. I am halved an onion. This is the root side. Leave that side intact. Peel off all the skin. Leave the root side still there. Don't throw this part away. Like, don't even throw the skin away. Just save that. You can use it for stock. Like, that's the best part about this, is you just reuse anything you don't use. And then I'm making just vertical slices down it. Nothing crazy. Probably 1/4 inch. You know, it's just me chilling on the camera. I got nothing else to do. Woo! Almost got myself. I hate rubber gloves when using a knife because you just don't get the same feel, but you know, sometimes you gotta be safer than sorry. Alright, so and then you cut across it. I don't know if you can see any of this stuff. You probably can. That's a little bit of paper that's still on the end. But we don't need too much more of this. We got another little quarter that we're going to use as well. And you don't have to get crazy. Like this little thing, just save that for stock and use the rest of the onion that you have. But like right here is easily 1 cup worth of onions. I think 1.5 cups is really what we want to have, because we're gonna like cook this down to nothing. We're just gonna let it cook down. I'm gonna start the old Stover-Rooney. Probably should have done that beforehand, but I'm not a freaking cooking show guy. Put me on the line when it's busy. This is not busy. But I miss you guys, and so I'm just trying to do weird things. Every now and then you have a weird cut. You can break it up. Like this one's bad because I slipped and almost cut my finger off. But that's fine. That's kind of how it goes. You don't have to be a great cook, just cook. And this is a good way of using up like cheap food. But I'm going to turn the stove on. There's a pan. I'll eventually show that. Now I'm going for the butter. I don't know if you saw spoons beforehand. I'm a big believer in these stupid like Asian spoons. I mean, I don't know where they're from in China, but whoever came up with them is brilliant. Great soup spoons. Bad joke. But I'm gonna put like probably a good old tablespoon of butter just into the old pot. Add the first bit of onions, and while they get going, we're gonna finish the next bit of onions, which is right here. There's also, when you get an onion to like this weird quarter shape, a really easy way to cut it. You get that top skin off. This is kind of the cool thing. This is the reason why I like doing this, is to teach you little tricks. But if you cut this thing on like a 45-degree angle, it's going to give you a flat surface when you lay it down. You end up with like a big chunk, but that's going to go into your stock, so nobody cares. But then you can do straight cuts across that, and that gives you great slices. Well, we're not looking for slices, we're looking for like little cubes. But even when you do it this way, you can get those cubes real easy. But that's just a really great way if you want to get slices. This is the way you, not the best way to cube it, but it works. Like you can do it that way. Hell, I didn't cut my finger off this time. Thanks to my mom for this knife. It's really sharp. So yeah, we're letting those things sweat. It was on high. I'm just doing like a little, this is the pot that it's in. Doing a little saute. Pepper. It's already been halved. I'm just gonna rip out the core. chop that up into slices. It always helps to just take the end off because you can just flatten it down. We're not trying to be beautiful here. This is a fucking sloppy Joe. You don't have to worry about it. Just get it in the pot and get it cooking. And the main thing is to get the peppers and onions cooking because that's your main ingredient. And then the jalapeno is going to go next. And then honestly it's going to chill for a bit. We're going to let that cook down. Probably going to take a little bit of a break because I have no idea what I'm doing. But it's fun for all of you to witness, I hope. It might be madness, but either way. Little top part. And you can totally cut that too. Just easier to cut it that way and then come back to this. Alright, so we got peppers and onions in the pot. A little jalapeno action now. I'm an old man, so therefore my butthole will burn if I eat the insides. So I always take those out. I'm reaching over to a trash can if you don't know. All these little skin membranes, yeah. Toilet paper is a valuable commodity right now. I don't need to go through resources because I decided to eat a jalapeno, which normally don't agree with me, but I don't care. They're good. They taste great. If they don't just rip out right away, you can always cut down like the vein. Either way, same thing with the green pepper, but these you probably want to cut a little bit smaller, just in case. And definitely don't do this without gloves. And if you do it without gloves, do not touch your wiener or hoo-hoo, because you're not going to be happy. It'll burn badly, nor your eyes. No sensitive parts. Let's just leave it at that. And these aren't even hot peppers. But they have a lot of flavor, and they're good. And they kind of make us appreciate the silliness. I hate gloves. You can't cut correctly in them because they stick out. But trust me, I wear them every day at work, all the time. I probably go through a box of Shift. I don't get to cook anymore, but I get to cook for you guys. And I'm going to take these gloves off and regroup and let this just simmer down. Like simmer down now. And yeah, we'll come back to it. It's got to go for just a little bit. I'll give you the cooking times here in a second. But yeah, wow, this is fun.